Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I am going to be doing a little tutorial again on how to draw cars quickly and how to just doodle and make your own cars. So I did this a lot in high school and you know, when I should have been doing work and stuff. But yeah, so basically I'm just going to show you how to do this with some steps, and then do a couple on this page, and hopefully it helps y'all draw cars if you want to learn how to draw cars. I'm gonna do a couple different angles from the front and the rear. I do a lot of front 3/4 angles, but I'll try to do like some side angles and stuff like that too. And yeah, so if you could please give this video a like and comment down below if you liked the video. Let me know. Just put in a fire emoji or thanks or anything, you know. I appreciate all the feedback. And subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications for more videos, and let's get straight into this. So it's going to be all in real time too. I've heard all y'all, and you supposedly seem to like all the real-time art, so we're going to keep it all in real time, and I'm just going to show you how to do it, starting off on this page. Okay, so basically how I start is I draw the horizon line. So you just draw, I'm gonna start one right here. Draw a line as straight as you can. If you can't do a straight line, you could always use ruler or anything you have lying around that's flat and straight. So after that, let's see, let's get this centered in with the camera. So I like to start with the wheels first, honestly. So you just draw like 2 circles like this. I like to keep them kind of at an angle. I give my cars camber sometimes when I don't mean to, but yeah, so that's pretty much it right there. There's the wheels. So after that, you kind of form the body, and nothing's gonna be like straight. So I'll show y'all with a pencil real quick what not to do. You're not gonna want it to be too boxy and stuff, unless you're drawing like a bus or something, then sure, it can be boxy. But you're not gonna want to just like go like this and then that's it, and then like that. Like that's a car, but it's the back doesn't come out that far from this angle because it'd be a 3/4 angle. So you're gonna see the front here, you're gonna see the side of the car here, and then the back's just gonna be small right here because you're not gonna see that from the front 3/4 angle as much. And then the dome part, it's usually just like a small slither where the window is. If you need reference, definitely look up a reference, or if you have a model car or something, just look at that while you're doing it. But I definitely suggest for things to keep it shaped realistically. Let's see. So with the side skirts and the side and everything of the car, instead of doing it just like straight out to the wheels, kind of bring like a curve into the wheels and then bring it across. So that kind of gives the wheels a little poke out right here. And so we'll just color that in since that's the tire right there. And that keeps it to where it has more form to where the fenders are. The back of the car comes up a little bit. You won't really see much of it depending on what kind of car you're drawing. Right now, we're gonna start with like a sports car. Let's see. So I usually like to start with the wheels, and then I'll do the side skirt, or I'll start with the window. So I'm gonna add a little wing mirror right here. These just like a shape like that. Basically, that could be the wing mirror. You can make it smaller, you can make it different shaped. I'll show you some other shapes that you could do. You could do like a round, like retro looking one. You could do like a longer one with like 2 of the pillars. You could do another kind of normal one, and if you want to get more detailed, add like a little slit right here for like the indicators or like lights or something. But yeah, so we're just gonna go with, we're gonna cross those out for now, just get rid of those. The window, I just start basically, I'll show y'all like a sketch of it first because you can do different ways. So I'd start from here, I go like this and just kind of do like a nice like half circle shape. And then if you want to like get creative, you can do more than just a half circle. You can cut it off right here, and then that would give you more of a different design. You can do it more boxy if you wanted to, depending on what year of car you're doing or what style you're going for. So you can go like that, keep it like a trapezoid, I think they're called. Basically that shape, add a little pillar, and that could be that. For a sports car of this age, I'm going to keep it kind of round-ish, so like kind of more of an oval like I had before. I am going to cut it off like right there and bring it in, and then add a little pillar towards the back half of the window. That's where the door is going to connect, and then you kind of just draw in the door to fit like in that spot. You can draw a body line right here where it kind of curves, if that helps. And then from there, I do the wheels first, window, wing mirror. You can start doing the front of it, honestly. So you take in the front, which would be like this. So I'd start with the grill. I'd put like a nice big grill right here, like that. Keeping it, like if it's curved here, if you have a curve right there, it's best to keep this side more flat, because that side is going to curve around the car, so you're not going to see that curve. So like what I'm saying is, if I was to draw this again, I did the curve like this and like this, that wouldn't make much sense at this angle, because this part you're not going to see because it's going to curve around the body. So you cut it off there, and then that would be flat, basically, if that makes sense. Hopefully that's helpful. I'm going to draw in the headlights. I'm going to kind of give it like some Ferrari kind of looking headlights like that. I think that looks cool. And then the hardest part I have is doing the front windshield and making it look good, but you just kind of give it a little pillar in between the other window. And then I like to take the body line, bring it up like that for the hood, and then bring it up for the windshield and connect it to that line that we just made, and then kind of just go from there and cut that off. So it's kind of rounder than I would want, but I'm also doing this kind of small with a big pen. But yeah, so you can put a little line here for where the bumper would connect. You got to think of how a car would work too. The bumpers and stuff are separate usually, so I put the lines for things. You could put a door handle if you want to. Don't have to. You also don't have to do wing mirrors. I know a lot of Hot Wheels don't have wing mirrors, but yeah, it makes it more realistic. You can draw a little line there to make a gap right there, so it looks like the grill is inside. And then if you want, you can shade that all in with black, so that looks filled in now. So that's the grill. And then it's a lot more round than I was hoping. The back part, you kind of connect this top to make the roof whatever shape you want, and then you bring it down into the back part. So there's that. There's not much back, so I'm going to add a little like diffuser on the back of it to kind of stick it out a little bit more. We're going to color that black. And I think a side skirt right here would be nice. Color that in black too. And optional, but if you want a wing, you can just basically draw a square or any other shape. There's different types of wings. You could do like one of these. I like those wings. And then you add a little slit right there. And that's like the front part of the wing. And then you could just connect lines, and then that would connect to the car basically. And then you could have another one, but you wouldn't see this part from that side. So you can do pretty much any shape for the wing if you want one. And yeah, so I'm just gonna make a line there to make it where it connects, and then there, and then yeah, so that's just a concept car right there. And you can just take that from anything. With the wheels, if you make the tires thick enough to be actual tires, you can for the wheels you can just kind of add another line that's perpendicular or to the outside of the tire. That way it makes it look like there's like a deep dish wheel kind of, and then you can just kind of add like black in here for the little slits in the wheels and stuff. And you can get creative with the wheels too. I'm just showing the basics on how to draw a car basically. So let's do another one. Let's make it a little bigger this time. And then this part, I'm not really gonna talk, but it's still gonna be in real time, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of music over it. So we're just gonna make one right here with those steps. Okay, so I'm back. There's that one. Couple things. I made this front wheel a little too big. I definitely should have made that smaller right there. But overall, I like the shape and design of this one a lot better than this one. I mean, it's easier to draw it bigger, especially when you have like a chisel tip marker. It's the only one I had laying around at the moment. But yeah, so that one looks a lot better. And the more you do it, the more practice you get. This is just my way of drawing cars, so if you find a better way, definitely use that. I just really liked doing this as a kid, and I just found out that it works really well, especially with this angle, because you kind of get a little bit of everything on the car. And yeah, so we're gonna do one angle of the rear of the car, which I haven't done in a long time, so hopefully I remember that all that stuff looks right. And then we'll do a side profile. And then yeah, so with that technique, that works really well for me. So I think that should help y'all if you try that. So let's go into a back angle of the car. With this, same thing, we're gonna draw a line. There we go. With this, we're gonna make, I know the front wheel is gonna be a little more like that, kind of like the back was, a little smaller, a little bit more of an oval, and then the back one can get a little bigger and a little bit more round in a way. So basically the farthest end, like if this is the back of the car, this should have been the back wheel. So it's a little bigger and a little bit more squeezed together, more like an oval, and then the front will be a little bit more round, if that makes sense. And then the opposite if you're doing the back like this. So for this, same thing, the back can kind of come out from the wheel a little bit, and then rear bumpers don't come down too far, so I'd probably just do it like that with the horizon line. And then I kind of do things weird, so I start with different things. I'd say do the wheels and then do the taillights. So I'm gonna do like kind of like an old Honda Civic taillights, just kind of boxy and square. The bumper would come out a little bit from here, and then it kind of curve down. And then we can get that little bumper line right here to kind of give it that more three-dimensional feel to it. We can add a, let's see, a license plate in the middle. License plates can go anywhere, by the way, if you want to add a license plate. So just kind of play around with that. I know on old Civics, the license plate goes in between the taillights. We're going to finish off these taillights too, make the tops dark, bottoms light, give it a little indicator lights. And then we're going to give the bumper a little cutout too, I think. So we're going to do an angle here and go all the way across, because the angle for the diffuser will be the same right here, so it'll just stop there. You can add some little lines here and then do another angle that matches that angle, and then you can color that in, and that'll make it look like it's popping off of the bumper but still connected to the bumper, if that makes sense. And then you can just add whatever you want on the license plate. We're gonna add, let's get the body lines in here for one. I'm gonna finish the wheels up. So I'm very scatterbrained when I draw, but honestly just take whatever step works for you in whatever direction, just do it in your way. But I know this horizon line and everything helps me out a lot. There's not any guidelines. I could show y'all what that would look like. So you could do it like this, to where it's kind of like a rectangle, and then you could draw right here, so that would be the front of the rectangle basically. If you can look at it that way, that helps. Kind of like a box, like a long box. So that would be the front of the box. This is the side of the box. So that could work. You just do a straight line, because I think this is how I kind of started doing it. No, I don't think I did do the box, but the box would help. If the thing I'm showing you doesn't help, then draw a box like this with a horizon. I'm just coming up with this on the spot, honestly. And then make a line at least 3/4 of the way through, so it should separate into like 3 squares, just about. You can get rid of that line. So that would be, this is the front of the car, and this would be the side of the car. So then you could just like draw a wheel here, and then do the same thing, kind of just body lines, all that. I like my way better, but again, if you need more practice with it, then I mean, this works honestly pretty well. And then headlights, all that stuff. So I mean, you could do it that way, honestly. That could work if that works for you. So let's get back to the rear of the car. This is coming out decent so far. So we're just gonna, so same thing here, kind of curve this in where the side skirt is on the side of the car, so that has more of an angle. And it all depends on what kind of car you're drawing and what kind of car you want to make, basically. But the more you do it, the more you get a feel for what you like and what you want to add later and stuff like that. So yeah, right here I'm just adding the tires, and you're gonna see a little bit of the tire on this side from the other wheel under there, since the bumper comes up higher. Oh, I also forgot to add the exhaust pipe. That would help. Car's gonna blow up. I can add 2, why not? So yeah, don't forget the exhaust pipe. So I think we're gonna draw the line for the trunk. That'd be the top of the car. And then we're gonna say, you're not gonna see as much of the front now because of the angle that we're at. So you're just gonna kind of draw in the front a little bit, and then you can kind of bring it to the back with like a slope. It got a slope down to the hood. So basically the front of the car always has a slope down usually. So here it kind of would go up and slope down basically. Same here, it slopes down in the front. And then same here, it'd go down gradually, depending on your style, of course. So we're gonna add some trunk lines. Let's just say the trunk opens like right there. We'll kind of connect that like that. That's fine. Add a little emblem if you want. And so we got the side skirt on. You can always draw fenders too if you want. So just kind of do another angle around like that. So it kind of perpendicular with this line goes the same way. Draw a little side skirt line right here. You can draw a body line. Since this is kind of based on a Civic from my memory, I'm just going to add a little, whatever this bar thing is called right there. That looks nice. And then the wing mirrors are a little different. See, this is a little too boxy for me. I wish I would have did it like a little bit more at an angle. Yeah, see, like if you ignore that black part, that looks better. So with the wing mirror, we would draw it like this and down, because you would see the actual wing mirror from this perspective. And then the other one would be like that kind of, but maybe a little shortened. So what you do is you just kind of draw a box, connect it down, and then you put a little line there for the front. And there's the wing mirror. And then you draw in the lines for the side window. Do another passenger line, and then you can draw the door lines in, just like how we did in the back, or the front, sorry. And then same thing, kind of like do a little back window, curve it down so it doesn't go all the way to the end. Yeah, like that. So see, if you brought it like all the way to the end, that would look kind of weird. Also depending on what car, because a lot of cars have hatchbacks, and this isn't a hatchback. So if you want to draw a hatchback, then yeah. Then we just kind of connect, make a little line around this to make the roof. And there it is. So that's not too bad, honestly. I might extend the front just a little bit, like that. That's not too bad, honestly. So that's the front and the back. Side profile is pretty self-explanatory. You can just do like a line, circle, circle, and then just draw the whole side of the car basically, and then there you go. I mean, that's a little bit easier. That's usually where people start in like earlier stages of drawing and stuff. So I mean, you can make it look a lot better than this. I'm just doing it real quick. So yeah, that's the side profile. I mean, you just do a horizon line again and just draw the 2 wheels and draw around it. But the angles really make it look nicer, and you get a lot better concept work out of it. And I used to love drawing concept cars. If I could find my sketchbook, let me look. Okay, here it is. This is my old sketchbook of some drawings that I did. I believe I have some car drawings in here. Let me move all this stuff. Let me see. Oh yeah, I flipped right to the page. So these are some concept cars I made in 2018 with the same style. As you can tell, I've gotten a little better, but these are like some hyper cars and stuff like that. You kind of got to think about it like you're sculpting in a way. This one's pretty cool. That kind of looks like this part reminds me of the Cyberpunk car a little bit. I think I did pretty good in 2018. These are some strange creative car concepts I did in 2018 apparently. So it's like a fish. So if you know how to draw things at that angle, then you know you could do some cool stuff, kind of look like Hot Wheels. more concept cars that I did that came out pretty decent, honestly. They're pretty cool. I was trying to change it up a little bit. I think that's all of the car ones I have. And I have a little bit of cars here and there. I got that one too. I think I just saw one. You know, there's one here. So yeah, I hope this video helps you, and if you want to share some of your sketches that you've been working on that this video might help you with, tag me in them on Instagram. My handle is mattiswithdrawn. So yeah, go follow me there. Links are down below in my YouTube comment section, or sorry, YouTube description down below. I put my link tree down there with all my links to all my socials and everything. So yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd like to see y'all's creations. If you share them, definitely tag me on Instagram. And thank you for watching. And until the next one, please subscribe and like, and I will see y'all later. Peace.